Welcome to our channel, the portal to a world where every frame tells a story, and every review opens a door to cinematic wonders. Get ready to immerse yourself in the captivating universe of films, where our passionate team of cinephiles will guide you through a myriad of emotions, from laughter to tears, as we uncover the magic that makes movies unforgettable. We will view a video today that highlights the top 10 most anticipated upcoming movie of the year 2025. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos before diving into the topic. Number 10, on the list, Thunderbolts, the upcoming American superhero movie. Thunderbolts is based on the Thunderbolts squad from Marvel Comics. It is set to be the 36th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, and is produced by Marvel Studios and released by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Jake Schreier is the film's director. Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, David Harbour, Wyatt Russell, Olga Kurylenko, Louis Pullman, Geraldine Viswanathan, Chris Bauer, Wendell Edward Pierce, Hannah John Kamen, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus are among the ensemble cast members playing the lead roles. A squad of antiheroes go on government missions in the movie. Number 9, on the list, 28 years later, Danny Boyle is the producer and director of the upcoming post-apocalyptic horror movie 28 Years Later, while Alex Garland is the writer. After 28 Days Later, 2002, and 28 Weeks Later, 2007, it is the third movie in the 28 Days Later series. Ralph Fiennes, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Jodie Comer are its main actors. Nearly 30 years have passed since the anger virus broke out of a biological weapons lab. Some have managed to survive among the infected despite still being under a harshly enforced quarantine. One of these survivors resides on a tiny island that is only reached from the mainland by a single, fiercely guarded causeway. One of them chooses to travel into the shadowy interior of the mainland and quickly learns of a mutation that has spread to not only the infected, but other survivors as well. Number 8, on the list, Wicked Part 2, Wicked, for Good. John M. Chu is the director of the upcoming musical fantasy film Wicked, for Good, which was written by Dana Fox and Winnie Halsman. Based partly on the 1995 novel, which was based on the Oz books and the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz, it is the second half of a two-part film version of the stage musical of the same name. It is the follow-up to Wicked, 2024. The plot will cover the events of the musical's second act, which takes place in the land of Oz, before, during, and after the events of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. It will show how Elphaba and Galinda's friendship is tested as they embrace their new identities as the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good, respectively, and how their actions will permanently alter all of Oz. Number 7, on the list, Avatar, Fire and Ash is an epic science fiction movie that James Cameron is co-producing, co-editing, co-writing, and directing. It is the follow-up to Avatar, The Way of Water, 2022, and the third film in the Avatar film series, and it is distributed by 20th Century Studios. Following the success of the original film, Cameron announced the first two sequels in 2010, with the then untitled Avatar 3, aiming for a 2015 release. In 2006, Cameron had said that he would like to develop sequels to Avatar, 2009, if it were successful, however, in order to give the crew more time to work on the writing, pre-production, and visual effects, there were major delays due to the addition of 2 more sequels, for a total of 4, and the creation of new technology needed to film performance capture scenes underwater, a feat never previously achieved. On September 25, 2017, Avatar, Fire and Ash began filming in New Zealand concurrently with Avatar, The Way of Water. After more than 3 years of production, the filming was finished in late December 2020. Number 6, on the list, from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, the upcoming neo-noir action thriller Ballerina was written and directed by Shay Hatton and Len Wiseman. Constructed as a spin-off between John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum and John Wick, Chapter 4, it is the 5th movie in the John Wick series. The main actor is Ana de Armas, with supporting parts played by Gabriel Byrne, Catalina Sandino Moreno, and Norman Reedus. Between the events of Parabellum in Chapter 4, ballerina assassin Eve Macaro trains in the Ruska Roma's assassin customs and sets out to avenge the death of her father. Number 5, on the list, The Fantastic Four. First Steps is an upcoming superhero movie that is based on the Fantastic Four superhero team from Marvel Comics. It is produced by Marvel Studios and released by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. It is slated to be the second reboot of the Fantastic Four film series and the 37th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. The Fantastic Four are tasked with preventing the cosmic creature Galactus from consuming their Earth, a retrofuturistic planet reminiscent of the 1960s. On July 25, 2025, The Fantastic Four, First Steps, the first movie in the start of Phase 6 of the MCU, will be released in the US. Number 4, on the list, the upcoming superhero movie Captain America, Brave New World is based on the Marvel Comics character Captain America, played by Sam Wilson. It is slated to be the 35th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, the fourth installment in the Captain America film series, and a follow-up to the television miniseries The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 2021. It is produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Julius Onah is the director of the movie. After meeting with President Thaddeus Ross, Sam finds himself embroiled in a global controversy. Before the real mastermind makes the entire globe furious, he must quickly learn the motivation behind a sinister worldwide conspiracy. Number 3, on the list, Jurassic World Rebirth. Science fiction action movie Jurassic World Rebirth was written by David Koepp and directed by Gareth Edwards. It will follow Jurassic World Dominion, 2022, as a standalone sequel and the seventh movie in the Jurassic Park series. 5 years after Jurassic World Dominion's events, the planet's ecology has proven to be largely unsuitable for dinosaurs. The ones that remain reside in isolated equatorial areas with similar environmental circumstances to those where they were once common. Specializing in clandestine operations, Zora Bennett, Scarlett Johansson, is brought on board to collaborate with paleontologist Dr. Henry Loomis, Jonathan Bailey, and Team Commander Duncan Kincaid on a top-secret mission to extract genetic material from the 3 largest animals in the world's tropical regions. Number 2, on the list, the action spy movie Mission: Impossible, The Final Reckoning is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who co-wrote the screenplay with Eric Gendrezen. Mission: Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1 is directly followed by this 8th entry in the Mission: Impossible movie series. The Final Reckoning is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 23, 2025. By Paramount Pictures. Number 1, on the list, Superman Legacy. The DC Comics character Superman will appear in the next superhero movie. The first movie in the DC Universe, DCU, and a relaunch of the Superman film series, it will be produced by DC Studios and released by Warner Bros. Pictures. In addition to Rachel Brosnahan, Nicholas Hoult, Eddie Gathegi, Anthony Kerrigan, Nathan Fillion, Isabella Merced, Skylar Gisondo, Sarah Sampaio, Maria Gabriela de Faria, Wendell Pierce, Alan Tudyk, Pruitt Taylor Vince, and Neva Howell. David Corenswet plays Clark Kent, also known as Superman. The film was written and directed by James Gunn. The movie examines Superman's quest to make peace with his human family and his alien ancestry. Focuses on the protagonist's journey to reconcile his human upbringing and background. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way. Superman is scheduled to be released theatrically in the United States on July 11, 2025. It is set to be the first film of the DCU's Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Thanks for watching, and that's a wrap on today's Top 10. If you loved it or even if you didn't, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more reviews right here on our YouTube channel. Until next time, keep the popcorn popping.